guys, welcome to another episode of the Dream Then Do podcast. And today we'll be talking about something a lot of people face, setbacks, and how to turn these setbacks to startups. And to unpack this episode, I have with me Mr. Daniel Uwada. Now, he's the founder of BACSEM College and it's a very flourishing endeavor. So we started about 2 years ago and they're now in 3 states and they're still growing. So he's going to be telling us about himself and how to actually turn setbacks into startups. So hi Mr. Daniel, welcome and thank you for joining me on this podcast.
Thank you.
So can you tell us a little about yourself?
All right. My name is Daniel Uwada or John Ugwa. Well, from Kogi State by origin, popularly known as Sadan, founder of BACSEM College, just like she has said. And then the college is popularly known as Brainwave. Actually, we started 3 years ago, but officially we got registered with the federal government 2 years ago. So officially we started 2 years ago. Let's put it that way.
Nice.
Currently, BACSEM College is in 3 states, um, functioning in 2 states now: Borno State, Yobe State, and then Adamawa. Though we've not started classes in Adamawa at all. For BACSEM College, what we do is we focus on preparing students for external exams such as JAM, WAEC, and some international exams also. And in Borno State, 2024, that was last year, we produced the best students in the whole of Borno State
Oh,
for
wow.
JAM.
Wow.
And then 2025 also, I think our students still came, I think they are second highest in the whole of Borno State still.
Wow.
So we've been known for excellence since we started and we've been producing results. The best so far. That's what we are known for.
Wow.
So thank you very much. That's what I do. Um, yes, thank you.
Okay, that's a great feat. Congratulations.
Thank you very
And
much.
thank you once again for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
So, when I wanted to invite you,
Yeah.
I think I've known him for about 3 years as well, and I know where he started from. When I knew him, I think I served in Maiduguri, and when I was serving, he had not started. So for him to tell me that they're now in 3 states, and every time I see the post and see, oh, this person was someone from the college was the best in JAM in the whole state, I'm like, wow, that's actually a great feat. If you know anything about teaching, you know that it's not an easy accomplishment. So congratulations, sir.
Thank you once
All
again.
right. So what spurred your vision? What ignited BACSEM College? How did it start? What's brought it about?
Okay, this is a question that will have to take me down to about I think 2013. That should be about 12 years ago now when I finished from secondary school. And then of course back then it was a tradition in Lagos. Once students finish secondary school, they begin to look for factory. Of course I did also
Oh,
look for a factory work. I started working, started making money and thereabouts. Then one of those days I met with a man. I've known him before, but he just walked up to me one day and was like, Daniel, come, you're done with secondary school. I said, yes, sir. So what do you do now? I said, I was working with a company known as FedEx, a logistics company. So it was like, you work with FedEx? I said, yes, sir. He said, don't you have plans of going to school? I said, I do. He said, okay. Why are you not attending classes with Adams College? He's the founder of Adams College, Lagos, one of the biggest colleges that prepare students for external exams. So I told him, I said, okay, actually, my parents cannot afford it. It was like, okay, meet me on so day. Let me see how I can help you into Adams College. So through my stay in Adams College, he was paying my fee by himself, and then his admin, they didn't know anything about it. At the end of each month, I just walk up to him, he gives me the money, I go and pay
wow.
back to him.
Wow.
And then so that was actually where it all started from. I made up my mind from then. I was like, I can actually become someone that can also help young persons find their direction.
Oh,
I was actually going the wrong path. Yeah, because once you begin to make money in Lagos, you're not thinking about going to school again. Yes, as of 2013, I was making about 22,000 plus. And that was, I had no
And then,
serious responsibility. Why? Because I was still with my parents.
mm,
But that actually motivated me to want to do better. Like, wow. And then I started pushing, I started studying and all that. I started making up my mind that, okay, fine. I could also have a college that can help young persons find the right direction, find their path, just like someone did for me. And then all the way down, I went to school. I remember 2016, we had a conversation with a friend of mine. He's currently in the United States now. And then we asked ourselves, that was 2016, so in the next 10 years, where do you see yourself? So I told him, I said, in the next 10 years, I want to have a college of my own that can help young persons find the right path, find direction as to living a fulfilled and a purposeful life. Yes. And then I asked him, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? He told me that he wants to be um, an international poet and critic. And as I speak with you, he is one. Yes, he's in the United States
guys,
now.
have dreams.
And then
Don't,
do
don't,
it.
don't have dreams. Like, don't even keep, don't stop. Have dreams because it's possible. Wow.
And when you have dreams, do it.
Yeah,
Dream,
definitely dream then do.
then do. Yeah.
Wow.
So um, after we graduated 2018, I moved down to Jigawa State. My elder brother also started something like that, but when I left Jigawa State, he didn't continue. So I got to Borno State. Now,
Sorry. So your
20
elder brother started like
a
a
tutorial
college. Oh
center
wow. Okay.
like that, but I was managing it back then in
Mm,
Jigawa State, and then I was posted for NYC.
okay.
Then I left to Borno State. On getting to Borno State, that was 2019. I served 2019, finished in 2020. So after service, I kept working in Borno. In 2021, this was actually what ignited Brainwave that eventually became BACSEM College. So there was massive failure in Borno State for JAM.
Oh.
Yes, massive failure. Like students failed JAM terribly. So I became restless. I said, how will I be in Borno State and students are failing JAM like that? What is there in JAM that I cannot just put up something for them and help them? We are passing JAM very well from where I'm coming from. And then if I'm here, I can do something. I saw a need. That's the point I was trying to make.
Mm,
I saw a need and then I became restless about it, but I couldn't make any push. Now, this was actually, like they say, the last stroke that broke the camel's back. But this time around, this stroke actually ignited the vision. So what happened was that one of those days, a student walked up to me. I was teaching in a secondary school in Borno State, and the student was like, "Okay, Mr. Daniel, my aunt wants to write jam, and she's looking for a tutorial center that she could prepare with. She's a married woman. Of course, it's been a while she left the
mm,
secondary school stuff. So I said, okay, I know of one. I was also teaching in one. They were paying me, even though I had my vision, but I was building it.
yeah.
I was
Mm,
building. I had not started doing then, but
mm,
the vision was already there.
mm,
So this was what ignited. She now said, okay, where's the place I described? It was about 3 drops for the woman. And she was like, wow, 3 drops, she wouldn't be able to make it. And then the student said something to me. Said, Mr. Daniel, why not create something like that for us close by that we can actually attend? And from that day, I think this discussion happened in December 2021. And from December 2021 till March 2023, where I decided to 2022 rather, where I decided to kickstart. I could not sleep. Each time I sleep, it keeps coming. The voice,
mm,
why not start something for us here?
mm,
It has been a vision within,
mm,
but I had not the push to start. That became the push for me. I saw it was a need.
mm,
So March 2022, just a month to jam. Jam was to be April. Then I I decided to put up something, reached out to some of my guys. Just let's organize tutorial for jam student. I looked around. Those that were doing it, there were so many things that were missing. So
mm,
they couldn't produce students that could bring out the kind of result. I engaged conversation with one. I said, okay, can you do this? Can you do? They were not taking the advice. So that actually spurred me. I decided to start. And then I started as Brainwave. So it became Brainwave Tutorial Center. And that very year, we prepared students just within 1 month, just a month class. We gave them computer-based tests like twice. Yes, I had to make arrangement with a cafe
mm,
and thereabout. We produced. And then when their result came out, we had a student that scored, I think the highest, then we got a student with 258. I was like, wow, if we could prepare
in a
students in
month.
1 month
Yeah.
and we were able to produce 258. Come on, tell me, why shouldn't I do this better? And then that was it. We gathered everybody after the result came out. We had a conference that same year, and over 300 students came out for the conference for JAM
Wow.
student in 2022. I said, what are you talking about? Like, this is a need. Now, I've always known that money is actually not the drive. Dream is not, your dream is not something you see when you sleep. It's that thing that keeps you awake. So I became sleep. I couldn't sleep. I started working. Okay, what do I need to do? How do I structure this? I had been dreaming it for years. It was time to do it now because it was a need. Parents were looking for it. Students were looking for it. There were other tutorial center, but it just springs up whenever JAM is closed just to make money. I said, no, I don't need money. I want to create a change. I want to make impact. I want to do something that will stand the test of time. That was how Brainwave started. 2023, we also engaged 6 months this time around, and boom, we had a student with 278.
Wow.
From 258 to 278. I was like, wow, if 6 months can give us 278, at least there was an improvement from the previous one. Let's do this again. 2024, from 278, we had 353.
Wow.
Yeah.
JAM
So
is over 400.
and JAM is over 400. So that was actually what noised Brainwave. And that same 2023, I made push to register it as a college, and that was where I was registered as BACSEM College Limited. So as it stands now, we are BACSEM College, but we are popularly known as Brainwave there in Borno State. 2024, after result came out, I received a call from Yobe State, a parent call, and what you are doing in Borno, we are seeing it. Please come and give us a center in Damaturu, Yobe State. So I traveled down, did my, of course, my feasibility check. Where can I situate a center here that would, then we were able to situate a center in Damaturu, Yobe State. We engaged our first launch this 2025 set. And it will surprise you to know that our first launch, we had a student with 260. It is rare to find in Yobe State. Why? Because of the terrain, the insurgency and everything. So pulling such results out of students in places like Borno, Yobe is a great feat for us. And as it stands now in Borno, we don't even have banners, but we just resumed classes this September. And for the first 2 days, we had over 60 students. First 2 days, we had over 60 students. I remember in April, we had a conference for those preparing to write JAM this year. We had over 500. It has never happened in Borno State.
Wow.
That was the first time that students preparing for JAM, no one is actually catering for them. So we are doing that. Have a dream. It has been a dream for years now, and I had the opportunity to start, and I decided to do. So like you say, dream, then do it. Yeah.
Actually, so I think from what you said, I was studying something about setups. I was reading a book, and then it's not just enough for okay, you have a dream, and the truth is, the market is saturated.
Yeah.
So you have to find out that niche, that particular point where okay, people are doing it, but what can I do differently?
Oh,
What can I do differently to
yeah,
make mine
yeah,
stand out? It's not
yeah.
just about doing this particular thing, but finding out what people are doing or what people are not doing rather that you can actually do that would make your dream stand out. And from another thing you said that I picked was okay, you have a dream, but the truth is your results is what is actually bringing these people.
Yeah.
Because if you just have this dream and you do not build yourself, so it took time. You said you had the dream in 2013 and then you got to manage something in 2016 and kept moving.
Oh, I think I skipped a part. Sorry to cut you short. I
That's
think
right.
in 2020, I also managed one for someone in the same Borno. But as I speak with you now, I think I know up to 3 to 4 tutorial centers that have shut down. Their students left
Wow.
completely and they're with us.
So that will lead me to my next question for you. That will lead me to my next question for you.
Yeah,
But okay, so it's not just like you said, so you have that dream, build yourself. Don't just rely on the fact that
do
you have a
something.
great dream and since you have a great dream, it's going to just automatically
Build
happen.
capacity.
You have to actually build capacity, yes. So now the next thing is you've been talking of all these tutorial centers that have shut down. So what setbacks did you actually face? Or did you face any setbacks first of all?
Oh,
And then if you did, how did you actually turn these setbacks or to start out? How did you turn it?
All right, I will start from that 2022. I think one of the major setback I faced in 2022 when I wanted to start was getting a center, a venue there. Oh, I remember. I know of a friend. His name is Elijah. Each time he comes to Borno, he will always tell me to go back to a particular school we went in search of venue, and they chased me like a goat. Yeah, I think one of the setback I faced then was getting a venue to use. So each of the school, of course, we're just starting, and I think I also know something. Um, one of the things that helped me was I do not believe in looking for capital to start a business. I believe I am the capital.
Mm.
Yes, I am the
Mm.
capital. Every
Okay.
business just needs you.
Mm.
So a lot of persons, maybe if there's a question that will touch that, but I'll talk about it. But let me quickly answer this question straightforward. Now, one of the challenges I faced, one of the setback I faced was getting a venue. So the first place I tried, the school, they turned it down. I tried another school, they turned it down. I tried another school, they turned it down. I was just looking for weekend, Fridays and Saturdays to do this, not even every day.
You're not concerned, sorry. So you're not concerned that most times education, I think I'm also in the educational field. So you're not concerned that if you start it up in the school owners can actually take up that business and continue it. You're not concerned about that. You're not scared of it.
All right. Okay. Now that will lead me to what I wanted to skip earlier. You've asked the question. Now, if you have the opportunity to start. Don't look at your unavailables. Don't look at your incompetence. Just start. You will learn on the job. Just start. Start something. The truth is, they can only copy. They can't have your actual vision.
Mm.
They can only be copied.
That's right.
We had a lot of persons that started tutorials after Brainwave started. Somebody even went as far as changing his name and put brain something. It's not about the name. It's
Wow.
about the visioneer and the vision itself.
Mm.
Yeah, so I wasn't scared about somebody copying. I knew what I had written down about my vision, what I wanted it to be. I knew the things they were not doing in Borno to prepare students for jam that I wanted to do. So you can just see that, okay, we're having classes and you begin to start classes. You don't know exactly what is spoiling my vision.
Mm.
So you could duplicate. There's no problem. Time will tell.
Mm.
So I know myself to be a pace setter.
Mm.
I set pace for others to follow.
I like that.
Yes, I
Others will say
set
it's pride,
pace.
but that's the kind of pride I like. I
Yeah.
like that kind of
No, no, no.
pride.
It's pride. I know,
I
right?
like it. I
Yeah,
like it.
it's pride. You can call it pride, but it's not pride. It's
It's
part
just
of
knowing
what
who you
keeps
are.
me going.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of what keeps me going. So I set pace. So while they went to change the name to Brain something, I came up with BACSEM College. It started flying everywhere. They should change to BACSEM again. Something else will come. So
Yeah.
I am not scared of duplicate.
Mm.
One thing I know is that if you don't know yourself and you want to copy others, the time you're taking to copy people, they are improving. My elder brother told me something years ago. He said that when you're running in a race, forget about who is coming behind you.
Mm.
Just focus on
Mm-hmm.
your finishing line.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you want to get. I know where I'm going to. You want to copy, keep copying. By the time you're trying to duplicate what I have done, I already have something else I am going for. You
That's
understand?
right.
So I
That's
wasn't
true.
scared. I just wanted a place to start. I knew I just needed to start. Once I start, I have a growth mindset.
Mm.
Yes, I have a growth mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I have read books,
Mm.
right? So I have things that keep me going.
Mm.
I know what I want to do. I will come to that part later if there's a question that will touch that. So I wasn't scared. I just wanted to start. I wasn't considering my unavailables. I knew that I wouldn't be starting with a mansion. No, it would have to grow. I have a quote, a personal quote that states that if it will stand the test of time, it will take time to build.
Mm.
Just start. That's the most important.
If it will stand the test of time, it will take time to
It
build.
will take time to build.
Just start.
Just start. Right? So I wasn't scared. So can I come back to my question
Yeah,
now?
sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very well. Yeah,
Sorry.
so one of the major setback I faced then was getting a place to use. People became scared. What if they give me a place to use and I begin to dominate
Mm.
and stuff like that? So eventually I was able to get I think that was St. Mary's. St. Mary's, yes, a church school,
Mm.
a school owned by St. Mary's.
Mm.
So, and we used that place for the first outlet, which is 2022, just 1 month. A lot of persons wanted to join, but they were Muslims.
Mm.
So their parents said it was a Christian stuff that bias came in. But we had few Muslims that joined, their parents permitted them. And so I knew that was a setback for me.
Mm.
And then they gave me the place to use. Beautiful. I used the place. I had everything I wanted to use it, including a CBT center there.
Wow.
Yes, but I knew that I wouldn't get to progress the way I want to if I use that place because the majority of the people in my location, they're
Muslims.
Muslims.
Yeah.
So if I must do a business, it must be a business that can carry them along. Yeah, those are my clients.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my
Mm-hmm.
customers. So after that 1 month classes we did, I moved out of the place. I didn't have another place to use, but I moved out and then I started looking for a place. That was a major setback I had, but I knew that I had started. I had started. And trust me, when you make the first move, every other stairs
To fall
will
into
come. They
place.
will fall into place. Do you know that I was looking for venue and somebody was calling me seriously to come and use a polytechnic? The man was calling me. I was even busy in his call that he should leave me. I didn't know the man. Eventually I said, okay, why is this man calling? He was calling my line seriously. After we had the conference, we we're preparing to start the next class. And on the leaflet we gave them, the pamphlet we gave them, we said venue will be communicated soon. The man saw it. He's a staff in the Polytechnic. He knew immediately that these people don't have venue for
Venue.
their next program. His son attended our previous program. A young man that doesn't like to study, that doesn't like to read and stuff like that, but immediately he joined our program. The man started asking himself, what are you telling them? We have battled with this boy. What do you tell him? That he comes back home, he picks his book and begins to read. So the man actually wanted to meet us. Like, what are you telling your student that could change their mind, that could transform their mind? Because what we focus on at BACSEM College is mind transformation,
Mm.
reorientation.
Mm.
He kept calling. So eventually we were able to meet with him and then he was able to secure the Polytechnic, that's Ramat Polytechnic Maiduguri, for us to use. And after a while, the school was to resume. We needed to get another place. So what I'm saying in essence is that sometimes you may not have the perfect spots for your business when you start. Just keep moving. Yeah, you may have to move from one location to another until you eventually find your resting place. Let me put it that way. And then before you know it, everything picks up and it begins to boom. So one of the major challenge I faced or setback was venue. Then next, like I said earlier on, was I also faced the challenge of um, maybe paying my staff, why? Because we're just
Mm-hmm.
starting many things. So the business had to feed on me for a while before it even started providing for itself, let alone beginning to
Feed you.
provide or feed for me. So that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, what were the lessons you learned, and especially towards resilience, mindset? Because you said something about mindset growth. So, what were the lessons you learned?
Well, I think I'll just give you some points with regards to that. One of the lessons I learned with regards to resilience, um, mindset, and starting again
Mm-hmm.
is summarized in one word: consistency.
Mm.
Yeah, that is what turns average into
Okay.
excellence. That is what turns average into mastery. So you can start as an amateur, but be consistent.
Mm.
Keep learning, never stop learning in the process.
Mm.
You get better by the day. You get, you start your business, you do not really know so much. As you keep learning, you keep knowing and you don't stop learning. So the first thing I learned about resilience, mindset, and starting again is consistency. Then number
Mm.
two, relationship. Build relationship. As you are beginning, build relationship.
Yeah.
There are people that will cross your path that you need to keep contact with them. Yeah, you need to treat them well. You need to ensure that you don't just throw them away. Yeah, I remember I met a parent. The parent was the one that helped me. How did I get to meet this parent? She came for a conference. We normally reserve seats or slots for interested parents for our conferences. If you have your parent that want to say, okay, what are these people even doing? We want to know. They're free to come. Give them a slot. Let them see what we do. So the parent came for a conference in 2023 and then she liked what we did. And then after the conference, I took out time to reach out to all the parents. I told this parent I want to come over to her office just to get feedback from her. What did we do right? What did we not do right? We're just starting. We want to know how to grow, what to do better.
Yeah.
That was how we met with the woman. And as a matter of fact, that woman helped us to get our second center in Maiduguri.
So I think sorry for cutting you. Last week we had like the topic on friendships and the connectors. She was your connector.
Yeah, she was. She went ahead to, like, she didn't even inform me. Why? Because we had just one center. It was situated at the extreme end of the town. Those from the other side where she resides, it will cost them a lot to access our program.
Oh,
She went ahead to make arrangements
wow.
with a school that we could use and all that. Then called me, Mr. Daniel, I've made arrangements. Can you
Wow.
come with me? Let's go. Our children need to get what you are doing.
Wow.
That was how we got two centers in Maiduguri. As it stands now, they're even calling us for a third center in
Wow.
Maiduguri that
Wow.
I've been the one telling them, please allow us manage these two for a while.
Wow.
And so consistency, we've been doing it and we are still doing it. So the more we do each program, each jam program we run for a number of months, we learn from them. So I think I wrote something some time ago. I said you should plan, so you should prepare. So I'm trying to remember how I arranged it. You should prepare, plan, execute, then learn from it. Yes. So and stuff like so. We kept doing it. For each time we carry out a program for a number of months, we'll go back and check what did you do. Evaluation. We evaluate what did we do right, what did we not do right, what are we supposed to do better the next time and stuff. So I learned several things. One, like I said, was I learned consistency. Number two, I learned how to build relationship. After the woman, we had issues with the venue, and she wasn't having so much of let me say, she wasn't that high placed to follow it up for us. So I met a traditional ruler there, and then that was how I kept the relationship with him. I remember the same man, he became something else between me and he invited me to his family. This man I'm talking about is a Muslim. Now, why am I bringing that into the picture? I'm bringing that into the picture. Why? Because when you produce results, people don't care about their bias. Yes, they don't care about their bias. So we became so close that I traveled to Akwa Ibom some months ago. Immediately he heard that I was in Akwa Ibom, he called a commissioner that is a friend of his. I have my boy in Akwa Ibom in Uyo there. I want him to come and greet you on my behalf. That was how I met the commissioner. And then relationship immediately. So, like I said, some of the things I've learned: consistency,
Build
build
relationships.
relation. Number three, evaluate yourself. Self-evaluation, evaluate your business, get feedbacks, get reviews. You understand? Hear from people, learn. Number four, never stop learning. Those four things, never. Consistency, I mentioned relationships,
Evaluate yourself.
evaluation, yes, self-evaluation, business evaluation, then learning. Be a lifelong learner. Yes, be a lifelong learner. Go online, learn from people, pay to learn as an entrepreneur. If not, you will not go far. Pay to learn. All right, I don't know this. I need to. I think I remember I called someone. I can't remember, in South Korea. Yes, I told him I want to discuss with him on financial intelligence. He created time. We had a very long talk. I was struggling with my finance for the college. How do I balance finance for the college and stuff? He gave me advices. Okay, you're just starting now. Get someone that can be your finance person that you pay, and several things. Learn how to differentiate between business money and your personal money. Several things. So why am I saying that? Be a lifelong learner. Yes, learn. You should pay to learn as an entrepreneur. As you're growing, you want to do business, you don't know everything. After you start, you build relationship, still pay. When you have an opportunity to learn, go all out and learn. Learn about finance, learn about people management, everything as far as it concerns your business. So those are the lessons I have learned so far that has actually helped the business to grow. The college is growing. Thank God for that.
Yeah,
Actually, it's
yeah,
growing.
we can see it.
It's
We can
growing.
see it.
Yes.
It's something we can see.
So those are the lessons.
So, like you said, pay to learn.
Yeah,
Bible says, buy the truth and sell it not.
of course.
So, it's going to cost you. It's actually going to cost you, but you have to. These are sacrifices you have to make if you must actually, if you must be big, if you must be great. These are sacrifices you have to make.
I,
So,
sorry to cut you
yeah.
before the last question. You
Okay.
mentioned something that caught my attention. I remember I was having a conversation with someone, and I told the person, I said, look, whether you like it or not, you must pay for everything good that comes your way. Sometimes you don't necessarily pay in cash. You may pay in kind. Yes. Now, I told some set of students, I think that was last year, December, I told them, I said, look, learn to pay for value. Yes, learn to pay for value. And when you make payments for value, you discover that you become more valuable. Yes, like you said, buy the truth, sell it not. I just picked something from there. I told them anything that is valuable to you as a person, sometimes you have to spend money to buy books just to read. It connects us with the past. People that have done the same thing you were doing before that penned it down. Look for them. How did they go about it? And stuff like that. Very, very important. You must pay. It will cost you. If it is not costing you your finance, it will cost you your sleep. If it is not costing you your sleep, it will cost you your pride. If it is not costing you your pride, it will cost you something. Anything great will demand its price. Yeah, you are not ready to pay prices, you're not ready to grow. It will die.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So thank you so much for that. Now the final question is, do you have any practical steps or tips you want to give us, you want to add for us to actually when what to turn setbacks to startups? Any practical steps or tips you have to give to us?
Of course. Turning setbacks to startups. I think the first thing I would want to say as a practical step is trust me, the God factor. You can't survive it.
How do you do life without Jesus?
You can't survive it. I must tell you, the God factor, you can't survive it. It's either you're holding God or you are, like they used to say it, hold Otumopo. Yeah, it's either you're holding God, but trust me, God is reliable. Ah, there were instances where God came. As a matter of fact, I remember on the 12th of March 2022, the vision was given to me by God. What I'm doing is God given. Yeah, every vision is God given. I remember most of my conferences, they were inspiration. But the last conference I did that became a talk of town, as a matter of fact, let's not go into that part.
It's not still recovered.
Yeah, yes, it was an inspiration. I didn't just wake up and say I want to do conference. I was inspired to do. How do you go about starting from the scratch? I started Brainwave from zero. And see where it is. Who would have helped me if not God? Number one, practical step is the God factor.
In the beginning, God.
Yeah,
Before beginning, God. After God.
God. That one, you cannot do away with it. And then number two practical step I will give is avoid shortcuts. Anything great will demand its price. Forget it. You see people, one of the statements I hate so much just came from nowhere. Who says the person came from? You don't know how much that person have been cooking. It was just, yes, it was just the time for the person to boom. Stop saying people come from nowhere. You don't know how many nights I have cried. You don't know how many nights I have given up, and then I wake up the following morning and pick up again. I didn't quit. No. I mentioned earlier that I almost committed suicide in 2023. The day I dropped it on WhatsApp, people chatted me up. I remember what happened? You like that we are looking up to. Trust me. If you want to succeed, avoid shortcuts. In Maiduguri, I could actually do some things and make some serious money. If I go into Miracle Center in Maiduguri, they are willing to pay, but the truth is, it will not stand the test of time.
That's true.
It will not. Like I said earlier, whatever will stand the test of time, it will take time to build. Permit me to go into some persons that you hear their names today. I know of Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumi. I know of Papa Adeboye. I know of Daddy Bishop Oyedepo. If those people tell you now they are global figures, we hear them everywhere in the world. Look at just I'm just mentioning those that have the God factor.
Yeah.
Because those are the people we are looking up to. Those are the people we read about. Right now, if I tell you how long these people have been building, they made so much sacrifices. Nobody recognized them for it. They were not concerned about recognition. They just kept following the process. Yeah, like I used to tell students, focus on the process, not the results. That's what is killing most students. They want results. They're not ready to study. The process is much more important than the result. People may see the result and shout, but the process is an advantage to you as a person. Yeah, that is your advantage, not even the result. Your advantage is the process. Yeah, so avoid shortcuts. That's my number 2 practical step. Number 3, you can give up, but pick up again. Don't quit.
Okay. Okay.
There are several times you say, I'm not doing again. When you are done with your emotional state, pick it up again. It's your vision. It will require its price. Just note that. So number 1, God factor. Number 2, practical step, avoid shortcuts. Pay prices for what you want. You should build it a culture to pay. Yes, that's how you get value. Number 3 is I mentioned,
You can give up, but
don't quit. I have a very popular mantra that people know me for. Just don't quit. You can cry, it's allowed. You can lament, it's allowed. Don't quit. Don't quit. Yeah. So I think with that I've said a lot. And then if I must add, I will still say be consistent. That is how you become a master. I am not a fan of jack of all trades, master of none. I want to become someone that I should be doing something that if you mention my name is a last bus stop. And that is what I want to become in not just Medu, in the Northeast as a whole. People are talking about students are not passing this exam. Just mention my name, it becomes a last bus stop. Not like they know me to do this, do this, do this. No, that's not my personality. Be consistent. Pick something and do it consistently. I gave myself 5 years. So if I do Brainwave BACSEM College for 5 years without results, then I go to something else. But some persons, I read something about Usain Bolt. He said, I practiced 4 years to run for 9 minutes or so. 4 years to run for 9 minutes. 4 years. Consistent practice for 4 years to run for 9 minutes. And then you begin a business. It's not booming 1 month, 2 months, you quit. It's not going to work. Consistency.
This has been a very interesting session, and I'm so glad. Thank you so much for honoring my invitation. I'm so grateful.
All the way from Borno State.
All the way, yeah, you came all the way from Borno State, guys. So thank you so much, Mr. Daniel Uwada, for honoring my invitation.
It's a
Thank you.
pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Really, it's very enlightening, and I'm so grateful for this.
You're welcome.
So indeed, setbacks are going to happen, but then you have to pick it up. Now, there are certain factors that you said. There's the God factor that you need. You have to be consistent.
Constant K.
You
God
have
factor.
to constant K. The constant K is the God factor.
Yeah.
You also have to be consistent. Remember also, you're going to have to sacrifice for these things. So you have to pay for it. You have to pay to learn. Trials are not, or setbacks are not bus stops. You can turn them again and start again. It is never too late to start again. You
Yeah.
may fall, but when you
Yeah.
decide to quit,
Yeah.
like you said, you can give up, cry, you lament, but at the end of the day, you have to actually dust yourself back and then try again, start again. So, guys, hope to see you in the next episode on Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And yes, last thing, your social media handles. Where can we
Okay.
get people are interested? How can we reach? How can we get to
Well,
you? How
the
can we
little
contact
things
you?
we've been doing so far, I think we have it on Instagram. We
Instagram.
also have a Facebook account. Yeah, also a Facebook page. Yeah, I think those are the ones we have for now.
So what's the name of
The
your
name is
account on
BACSEM
Facebook?
College
BACSEM College.
on Instagram.
Okay. I think I
Yeah.
would put it in the. I'll spell it in the description of the
Yes,
video.
BACSEM College.
Okay.
And then for the Facebook is also BACSEM College also.
Okay.
So if you go on Facebook, you type BACSEM College. I think you may have to spell it
Yeah,
just
I'll do that.
for people to know. So if I'm to leave you with something, I would say um, challenges are not meant to be feared. They are
Mm.
meant to be faced.
Mm.
Face your challenges. They will come. You can't do it with them. Face it. Yeah, face it. If you run away, then you will not become anything. Face challenges. They build you.
Mm.
They make you strong. So you can turn every challenge you face to become a startup. In every challenge, there are opportunities hidden inside every challenge
Mm.
for you. So we don't run away. We don't fear challenges. We face them. We don't fear setbacks. We face
Face
them.
them.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel.
You're
So,
welcome.
guys, challenges are not meant to be feared, they are meant to be faced. Thank you once again for watching and see you guys next Thursday. Remember, this is Dream Then Do. We dream it, we do it, and we become it.
So
Thank you.
we dream it,
We
we
do
do
it,
it, and we
and we
become it.
become it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. 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 Wow.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you, guys.